welcome back to more Jujutsu, the game the internet already decided they didn't like before I started recording. You might be asking yourself, hey Ben, why are we playing more Jujutsu Kaisen? That's because I'm already too invested into it, so you're gonna sit there and enjoy it while I grab this game by the genets. I'm gonna flip it up on my examination table and we're gonna dissect this son of a bitch and figure out what the fuck is wrong with it. Episode 8, we're escaping. I can't escape this game, apparently, though. So, join me as we try to analyze... Where'd you go wrong? Jujutsu?
I can't see a damn thing in here.
I agree. I can't see anything. All I can see is still images while I play as... I'm gonna play as... No, wait, I'm not playing as Hammer Girl. I guess I'm playing as him. I did some free battling because I wanted to make sure I had at least some idea of what I was gonna bring up. That's the other reason why we're continuing, is because I refuse to write this thing off until I see everything it's got planned for me. Great. Right out of the gate, you know what I really love? I love when I go to attack an enemy, but my fucking teammate already decides they're going to hit it and stun it, so I can't do anything about that. Like, I don't have... I kind of... Well, hi, I have a bird. Is that my thing? Okay, I guess I brought a bird out to a fist fight. Got him. What was I have already lost what I was about to say. Like, when you knock a thing on the ground, I don't understand, especially in games like this, why would I lose my ability to hit them? Oh my god, I really just... Okay, is there... Can you fuck off, please? You're honestly making this way more difficult than it needs to be by doing all the attacking for me. Imagine if I got to just play the fighting game in which I am currently trying to play. I still have yet to find a way to get around the enemy just blocking. Got him. Great, we did it. Oh, we're the heroes. So, like, if something's blocking in this game, I have yet to find a way around just the lack of chip damage. So, if there are two opponents, and they've both decided to target you, you can, in all theory, just turtle forever. Unless I'm wrong. Again, I'm like, we just started episode 3. And generally that's where the grab mechanic would come in, but I've yet to find a grab! Let's go. Okay, so what they have completely, brushed over is the dude I'm playing as summons demon animals. I guess you got that from the Burb. It's weird they didn't... It's always weird when, like, anime games like this just decide you're invested in the series enough to have done your own research, you know. Okay, avoid reducing the team gauge. I'm not gonna have a teammate. Defeat him with a curse technique. Sure. And then I got this.
Oh, do you have a death wish?
Oh no, I got a different voice actor for this mission. That means all the fingies I ate means that my pumpkin seed demon baby in my tummy, or whatever you want to talk about. The demon boy is the one that I'm playing now. I'm not playing as normal boy. I'm a demon boy.
I'm so proud.
Oh, they'll get to it. Okay.
I
never know what they're gonna just wash over.
At least strong enough that I could choose when and how.
See, that's what happens, man. You eat all these fingers, and then when your fingers get all
I'm weak.
shibble-shoobled... Oh, we're not gonna show that, though.
I don't want to die. But
I wish I had a physical copy of the game. Like, I went digital. I wish I had a physical copy so I could see if this game is rated. If they took this and tried to make a teen game out of it, that's a weird choice.
Right. Don't be naive.
That's like when they did that that's like when they did that Mortal Kombat versus DC thing, and the DC side was like, yeah, you can't make a mature game. I'm like, what? But Mortal Kombat's a mature thing. Yeah, we're gonna ruin the party. Okay.
The source of curses.
So I guess he can spill his tomato juice as far as having bloody mouth, but you can't show that he's missing half his. He's missing finger meat. Alrighty, fine. That's fine. I'm not insane. I don't require missing fingers.
Put it in your fist.
See, there you go. Punch him in the throat. Every fight is solved by punching them in the throat.
How? Must be the signal for Fushiguro.
There we go. I'm tagging out. Now I'm gonna be Demon Boy.
Incredible. What a pain this brat is. Hold on a minute. Thinking.
It's
All right,
it's funny. I was contemplating this. This is the same team that made like Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And I also didn't know that like these arena fighter type games are referred to as, I think they're referred to as arena brawlers, which I guess makes sense if it's not going to follow like tournament fighter.
Heal his other hand too.
Bleh. I keep like paying attention to the story while I'm trying to think. If you're not going to follow the same conventions, I guess it would be a different style of game. But
You will.
how do we keep falling to the point where, again, it's a minor thing to me, but when you in a game like this, you are going to knock things to the ground. Okay, cool. One of my special moves is to lift my foot up like a dog that needs to pee. Oh no, it's just a stomp. Alrighty. What the hell is my attack? What are my attacks? Alright. This is weird. All of my attacks do like nothing.
I'll cover you. You're in luck.
Oh, it's a counter, I guess. But I can't do... I have to win by doing my super move.
Stay there.
Are all my moves counters? If so, this is weird.
Get it. Use your own power. What's wrong?
Okay, there is like a point to where chip damage does eventually wear out.
Get it. Get it.
I missed my special! Okay, fine. God, let me recover and then fall! Jeez. Got him. I don't know why. I don't know how else to put it. It feels a little clunky. Like, I don't get to decide when I'm hitting things. I have to like, I have to fulfill a weird amount of, like, getting the planets to align where I can block, but, like, not if I'm in free fall and trying to get back to the floor. Because I don't know, like, my specials are weirdly
Special grade.
like, my skills are weirdly, I don't know, diva-ish on when they're gonna come out. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like,
Pleased with yourself, huh?
Tenkaichi 3, you're allowed to, like, knock opponents down. Your combos have, like, they have this, like, a cap mechanic, kind of like, for anybody that's played the Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors, or, like, basically any of those Musou-type games. How you have, like, your light attacks, and then you follow it up like a heavy that will string off into different things at the end. That's great! You don't need to put a special button to kicking a rock at a guy. You don't need to put you just it's you light attack combo and then you cap it and then that makes a great for this kind of game anyway.
Leveling shrine.
I don't because like I'm trying to remember my button layouts. I got my light attacks on one button. I've got my triangle is some weird nonsensical.
I was only planning to slash you but I guess you were weaker than I thought.
I'm desperately trying to remember what it is because I never find a use for a lot of it.
I'll be taking this.
Like, I have a circle button, and literally when I play as the main character kid, he, like, dive kicks, and he also has a move where he literally kicks a rock at them.
You're gonna switch, then do it already.
Which, whatever, okay, it's fine. But all of that could have been... Like, I've got these 4 triggers up here that they could have relegated all of that to these instead of parsing it among the main button. I don't know. I had a very eloquent way of thinking this all through a couple of days ago, but I've lost all that because I'm not at work and bored. I lose my ability to think when I'm not just standing in my job post. I've unlocked some reasons. I've been looking for some reasons, thank you.
Should we go on? Let's head out.
Okay, complete mission. Execute a guard. Well, trust me, I know how to do that.
This good?
Also, I kind of can't figure out why this game is a 2v2. A huge swath of the story mode has been 1v1. The source material it's based on is not really that into, like, team fighting 2v2 stuff. And my teammate kind of seems to keep getting in the way, because there was this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fighting, like, arena brawler game like this, Eyes of Heaven. It was pretty divisive from what I remember, because a lot of people were like, this is great, look at the huge cast, but then there were a lot of people who were like, what the fuck, I kicked the dude in the leg, and then he had to foppishly fall to the floor for like an hour. And I can't attack him or do anything while he's doing this pre-rendered fall down thing. And then while he's on the floor, I still can't hit him, so I have to keep waiting for him to get up. And then, like, I don't know. When you have a fighting game and you don't have local fucking multiplayer in it, I find myself baffled at this lack of awareness as to what you're doing. You're making a fighting game.
I'm taking this.
They kind of need local multiplayer on them. I don't understand this online only focus. I get it from like a I want to make some money perspective of like, well, all right, if 2 people want to fight each other, they got to both buy it. Trust me, I've seen the stats for how many people are playing this fucking game at any one time. I'm not gonna get to play anybody multiplayer.
Just like that.
Oh, all right. Well,
Positions are now
okay,
reversed.
all right.
How interesting. You can use your Shikigami, but you still come at me yourself.
I need to block.
Put more curse behind you.
Okay, I have Burb. Go, Burb.
Power and agility are on a different level.
Now, would you
Get out.
Going on the offensive.
see? If I'm blocking, I'd like to stay where I am.
Going on the offensive.
I don't know. I'm trying. I'm not trying to just be a complainy bitch. But like, I don't have anything I can do when I'm like, okay. What is my dash again? I know I had one.
Going on the offensive.
That's a nice technique there.
I'm trying to remember what it was. Was it? There it is.
What's it to you?
I don't know. I keep like.
Let the glory defend for himself. Kind of a waste of your talents. By the way,
Jesus, just let me fucking hit him.
He has to figure it out.
There we go. Kicked him in the face. So, okay, I'm trying to parse together that special mode at the bottom. I know I control when it gets bigger. Is that also my guard? Because I'm not looking at the guard usually. I'm trying to read my opponent.
isn't fully automatic.
Fuck, I keep losing where I am while I'm trying to
Evil people are only judged under
focus
the law.
where my thoughts lie on this fucking game. Anyway, look, if I knock somebody down and they don't get up fast enough, I should have some kind of punish for while they're on the ground. That's just basic. I should either have a restand, or I should have, like, I should be able to just attack low, or I should have the option to grab, or I should have the option to do setups. Something. It seems like in the last, man, I want to say decade, these arena brawlers have forgotten that you need to be able to do things while your opponent's in the middle of falling. Like, you won't let me juggle them, clearly. And then all the reaction hits are so pre-baked, I can't do anything after I finish one of my one-button hit combo moves. Meanwhile, again, I don't want to keep sucking Dragon Ball dick, but in Tenkaichi 3, as soon as you are doing your combo, those cap heavy hit moves you can do are like an overhead flurry that restands. You can do like a stomach punch that staggers. You can do like a little key blast into the face that
Is a good one.
it's not as much of a stagger move as the other two, but it does do they're like combo continuous, and if you have 3 different varied ones, you can technically link them infinitely, but they have enough of a gap to them that you can begin to block them. However, that opens up this mix-up where if you block, one of the other options you can do instead of one of those combo cappers is you can do like a little dash to teleport behind them, and if they choose to block, you're not hitting them in the back where they have no block options, but if they choose to block, they can also like release the block, turn, and then reblock again. If you do the teleport, they're doing the reblock, you can then go for a grab. It's got a huge mix-up game to it. Meanwhile, in this game, I have press the square button ad nauseum, because that is my only attack, and then my non-square button attacks are kick fucking rock, or like, I don't know, do one of 2 specials that have a stupidly short range on them, whereas I don't get to... Some characters are just like ranged all day, some characters are only melee, some are kind of a mix-up. I get the difference between like beatdown and zoners, but that's more of a... That feels like so much more of a tournament fighter kind of thing, where you have like a 2D, sometimes 2.5D, like 1v1 kind of field, as opposed to this, where, great, if you're a zoner in an arena brawler, you might as well be popping like confetti shooters at them for as good as it is, like as much effect as that's gonna do. If you're gonna be a zoner that like auto goes into melee range, that's its own different thing, but like...
Sounds to me like you took quite a liking to this one.
Whatever, I'm just going on a rant at this point.
Kind of guy who cares about his students.
Let's hear it for the game where Ben's supposed to be sitting here making jokes and not making a single joke. He's just sitting here complaining. I wanted to address some of my thoughts on, like, again, like I said at the very beginning of the episode, people said that, people decided this game was on life support the day it came out. And I'm kind of trying to get across, like, why that is, and how you could easily have just fucking not with that game. Like, I think I said this on a tweet one time. You could have just copied your own homework from, like, an older brawler game, and I think everybody would have just eaten it up like candy.
I'm not the type to break down and fall to pieces when
For starters, it's the same thing as when I saw that Dragon Ball Sparking was going to be online only, and you don't have, like, local multiplayer. Congratulations on building this probably $1 million fucking paperweight.
Stop calling me by my last name.
Just have local multiplayer. What's the fucking point? What's the problem? Ugh.
Someone died yesterday. A boy. He was one of the first years.
Anyway, so here are some other of my other students. One of them is a panda.
Heartless, cold-blooded ice demon. So, who are these guys?
Yeah, man, who are these kids?
The second years.
Oh, they're the cool kids. They exist literally to make me feel bad about what I did today on the mission, and I got killed. Except I guess I didn't, because that would be a lurch.
The whole event starts with the principals of the Tokyo and Kyoto school.
You know, it's kind of weird now that I think about it. Does anybody find that trope to be just a little unnecessary? Like here's our audience surrogate main character. Oh no, they died to like one volume into the series. Did they really? No, of course they didn't. That would be bananas. I'm trying to actually no wait. I'm trying to think of. I know there is something I've read where that totally happens, and like your audience surrogate character does just eat it almost immediately, and it just changes, and that's not our main character anymore. That I know that happens in a lot of movies, but I'm trying to think of like because it's an anime trope I find weird that they do a lot. And well, I say they. I know anime is its own medium. Or it's not its own medium. It's just a damn it, I can't brain think. It's kind of like complaining that you don't like movies. It's like no, it's not that you don't like movies. It's a medium form to tell a story. You just don't like the movie you're currently watching and have had a bad like experience with movies. You don't dislike them as their own thing. I'm sure there are movies you like. Anyway. Enough of me being a big, complainy wiener. I'll catch everybody tomorrow, and maybe we'll tell some jokes. Maybe we'll be funny for once. There's a stretch. See everybody tomorrow. Later.